Welcome back to the What Can I Paint Next? Section A, Exercise 6, Describing an Object. I'm going to go back into the still life object idea. The subject today is going to be the noun, and I've chosen a grass head that we made, me and my friends made, sat outside Home Gallery in Manchester, which was quite fun. It's only been a week and he's gone absolutely crazy. I think it's been the warm weather. So that's going to be my noun. That's going to be my subject, an object. And in this exercise, we're going to start adding adjectives, describing words, describing the object. Now, I'm not going to be too bothered about whether it's an adjective or not. I'm just going to write down words and phrases that sum up what this object is for me. Okay, so we're going to do some planning on the planning sheet. You're familiar with these now. Obviously, when I do them, I do this bit and then I sort of play with them a little bit, which you can see in the course notes. You don't need to do any of this, or you can do a whole sheet, or you can print off the little table at the bottom of the planning sheet in the course notes. Whatever you fancy doing. You don't even need to do these headings. You can make up your own. But it's a way of writing down your decision making and keeping it in a way so that you build up a process of, did I cover that? Did I cover that? Have I covered that? Eventually, you'll cover it naturally. But being aware of the decisions you make makes the decision making easier, if that makes sense. Of course it does. Of course it makes sense. Okay. Exercise 6, planning sheet. The object for this one is a grass head, and I'm going to put purple background because with this grass head, when I chose it because there were lots of ways I could describe this thing, and it stood by itself in a picture. I didn't mention in the notes of the last exercise, exercise 5, actually having an object sit by itself in a picture. If you choose the wrong object, it gets lost a little bit. You need something that has presence by itself. So I wanted something with a bit of character, and I saw this and thought, oh well, that's absolutely perfect. So I chose this, and then I chose the background to complement all the colours within the object. I didn't want it to be too dark because of the body. I didn't want it to be really light because of, I wanted that brightness of the green glasses to pop out. So I thought a purple background, everything will sit well on it. So that's what I chose. And with the lighting, I've got a very bright, almost like a white light coming from the left, and then I've got a warm light coming from the right. And I'm really going to make sure I paint the two sides with the lights, keeping the cold and the warm light in keeping those in mind. Right, I've waffled on about the object enough. Let's move on to description. What words am I going to use to describe? So silly, colourful, fun, crazy, goofy, Okay, sources. Set up in studio. With lighting and background. Right, what materials? Now I'm using the acrylics again, and I'm going to put normal paints plus magenta and cobalt. So I can really make the pink in the eyebrow, and I can really capture the luminosity of the green in the glasses. Here we have the paints set out here. Raw umber, ultramarine, cobalt, magenta, crimson, burnt sienna, cadmium yellow and titanium white. I work on the glass shelf. I find it easier for cleaning and also for mixing, and then if it runs over a few days I can just put a piece of cling film over the top. Surface, I'm going to go for the 30 by 40 canvas. And time estimate. Now, the exercise 5, the clock, took me 4 hours. I really got involved in that. And I think I'm going to do similar with this one. It's a bigger painting, but that doesn't mean to say it might take me longer. So I'm going to put 4 hours again. Okay. So last time I asked you to guess what the numbers are going to be on the fundamentals. This time I'm just going to write them on, and I want you to think about why I've chosen those numbers. So line, 2, tone, 4, shape, 5, texture, 4, colour, 5, composition, 3. Hopefully that will make sense for you now that we've done this a few times. You know, think about why I've put those down. It's all been worked up in here. As you can see, colour and shape are the most important things for me. Tone and texture, yeah, they're going to be really important to make sure this works. Composition is very simple. Don't have to worry too much about line. Again, it's just that the edges of things where the transition between one surface and another, they're the only lines I really need. They're important, but they're not like one of the main features. Right, so there's our exercise planning sheet done. I've got my paints out, I've got my canvas ready. All we need to do is start painting. So I hope you enjoy watching along with me, and I'll see you in a bit. that's exercise 6 finished, and here we have grass head. I'm quite pleased with the way I managed to capture the light, the warm light from this side and the cold light from that side. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. Just a bit of fun. I thought it'd be really nice just to do something that's a bit of a novelty and a bit of fun, because you've got to have that in your life sometimes, haven't you? So that's where we're up to now. We've done the object as a noun, and we've come up with some descriptive words to actually make us think about the decisions we're making to paint that object more in keeping with what we want it to be. The next thing we're going to do is look at, in exercise 7, we're going to look at what objects are doing. I know objects don't generally jump around, but when you think about it, it will make sense. So thanks very much for doing the course so far. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you enjoy your painting. Thanks very much. See you soon. Bye.